Hello, viewers, and welcome back to Duskers. Some helpful commenters, helpful viewers of the channel, alerted me to the fact that I've been playing the game with the Halloween skin on for the entire time I've been recording, ever since I first picked up the game. So, you remember, I had a lot of questions about why the intergalactic symbol for loose metal had been candy corn. What happened in this universe's past to make that seem reasonable? Why fuel is made of pumpkins? It turns out it's all because of the Halloween skin. I do not remember turning it on, but it was on. So I turned it off, and we will now be seeing the normal graphics of the game. I feel a little silly. Let's move on. We have 2 fuel. We have only one thing that we can reach with 2 fuel, of course. The diplomatic vessel Deathwing. Alright. I don't think that there's any changes that we really need to make. We probably actually don't need to bring 3 different motion sensor units, and also it'd be cool to leave a motion sensor on the ship for in case something goes awry. Let's bring an extra pry, I guess. Don't see any reason not to. And let's get out there. I'm very curious what the icons are going to look like now. Ooh, we found a functional log. So, directive personnel transport, hold various supplies. No information on the infestation types. Begin communication. I don't even know what's going on anymore. The boys down in R&D have cooked up a real strange something. Some real sci-fi stuff. I'm not even sure how to describe it. Like a Terminator hand that goes inside a person's hand? I'm going to check with human resources. Something that's not even legal. It's gotta be, right? See if that's even legal? I don't know. I bet that's not even legal, maybe. Get back to me if you hear anything, something, but man, I'm bushed just thinking about it. Orson Martin. Interesting. Not terribly informative, but interesting. Alright, well, let's begin. Alright, Brendan. Just have a quick look around. I'm actually pretty eager to find some scrap. Okay, a much more generic science fiction-y looking icon. You know what? It's not totally impossible. Tell me in the comments which one you prefer. I might turn the Halloween thing back on just because the candy corn kind of makes me smile every time I see it. So... we get the most information from doing a scan in room 7, obviously. Or no, we don't. We get one room either way. What am I thinking? Let's head down here and see what we see. Inconclusive. Okay. How about over here? Let me be not in the way of any of the doors. Again, inconclusive. So... the only room that we're getting a clear reading on is room 6. Which means that the only way for us to actually know that an enemy is somewhere is to get them into room 6. But unfortunately, if we do that, we will lose power. Because we certainly can't leave Matt in there. Okay, here's what we're going to do. Brendan is going to drop a lure in this room. The lure will serve as our canary. Let's close everything and D10. See if the lure gets attacked. Maybe I wanted to leave it closer to the door. That's possible. This doesn't seem like anything's happening. How safe do I feel about that room now? Some. I feel some safe. Really not that safe. Brendan does have a shield. There's no good reason for me to leave the airlock open while I'm doing this. I opened that door for just a moment. I don't think it could possibly matter. Okay. So I don't really have any way of knowing what's going on. We're just going to have to face check the door a little bit. We're going to do this in scanner mode. And we're just going to be ready to close it real fast. So I feel pretty confident that there's no biological threat in this room, but that doesn't mean that there's no threat in this room. It does appear to be safe, though. And there's a power outlet, or inlet, rather. So what we do is D14, nav all. I forgot what the room label was. Nav all R4. Okay. This is actually pretty good. We're also going to redock the ship. Door 14 stopped responding at a really awkward time. That actually screws with my plan a little bit. I was going to quarantine whatever in room 6, right? Because I could move to room 7, have John turn on the motion sensor, and then open the door between 5 and 6, and if something was in there, it would... If something was in room 5, it would move over. Now I can't do that safely. I guess I could still do it by putting John in the ship and then redocking with airlock 1. Well, let's see if the motion sensor... Okay, we have an actual reading over here. Alright, the ship's power grid is a little bit complicated. So... we can't actually even open door 8. How inconvenient. And we can't get real scans on, like, anything, man. Well, before I forget, we're gonna open door 10, we're gonna go get our lure back. Okay, we have a bona fide clear reading over here. So let's do this and see if anything moves over. Indeed. Okay. Every time I've heard that shifting noise, the ship has started falling apart right afterward. Shit. Oh, crap. Right, I can't close the doors when there's no power. Okay, okay, well, we got no fuel, which isn't a big deal. Okay. We're not powered, right. Trouble. So John has a pry bar. A pry module. We could get him into room 5. Room 5, I think, might be a problem. We can't open the airlock without going over there. And we don't have access to any of the power stuff anymore. I really wish we had that remote power upgrade. It's super nice. If we could open airlock 5, we could just flush the thing out of it, and then... How are we going to get him out of here? I think we don't really have a choice, but to go to airlock 3 and try to make that work. Basically... How much damage? It wasn't actually even that much damage. Matt's okay. I panicked a little bit. He took more damage than he had to. So I think what I have to do, I think my only real option is to pry this door open, see if there's an enemy in there. If there is an enemy in there, then we lost a drone, basically. And our tow module, so we'll have to build a new one. Fortunately, we have lots of motion sensors. If there's not an enemy in room 5, then we can just redock the ship at airlock 3 and be cool. The other option we have is to pry door 12 and door 7 and just have him sprint for the ship. But the problem with that is that means we have to have door 7 and the airlock open at the same time, which potentially means that radiation leaks onto the ship. Is that a real problem? Is that a thing that can actually happen? Is that bad? Probably, right? I guess we'll find out. Because now I'm thinking that maybe that's a more reasonable plan than... Let me make sure I understand. Okay. Yeah, we're just going to run him through the radiation, because I really don't want to lose a drone. I'm trying to figure out, is there a better way to... Alright. The fastest we can possibly do this is... Pry D12... Pry D7, navigate 3. Actually, do I have to insert the drone's designation here because I have multiple drones that are capable of prying, so I think this is right. I can't just hit end, jump to end of line, apparently. Navigate 3 R1. And we'll just be ready to close the airlock as soon as he gets that done. Hey, dude. Nope, okay. We're gonna do this manually. Damn it. Control up. Okay, my keyboard was not control-upping as quickly as I would like. We lost a lot of... John's health dropped to 5. Alright. So that went well. Let's talk about repairs. So first of all, upgrade. It would cost 10 scrap to repair this upgrade, or we could convert it into scrap right now. If we wait until it breaks, it will only convert into 1 scrap. I think that we're just going to convert this into scrap. I'm not going to pay 10 scrap to repair it when we have other options here. So we'll just use one of the other motion upgrades. Do I want to repair John? No, I think. John's not the one who generally goes into dangerous situations, although I guess there's something to be said about the fact that we may need to do the sort of thing that we just did again. But if I'm going to spend scrap repairing a drone, is it going to be John? His video signal is failing. I might be better off repairing one of these newer drones, like bringing Kelly up Okay, let's do that. Let's spend a couple of scrap on Kelly. Let's do that. Drone config. We'll just bring Kelly up. Okay. Kelly will just be the new John. And I guess we'll keep bringing John. There's no reason not to, right? But he's probably destined for the scrap heap. Okay, well, we've run out of fun things to do in this sector. System view. What do we got here? What is that? A Stargate. Also, government ship, private ship, military, government, military, fuel depot, space station, and a quarantined government vessel. Oops, I hit escape. What I meant to hit was 2. Alright, what about this other system that you have access to? Muteki, private, Muteki, government, space station, fuel depot. Okay, and a Stargate. Okay, well, I think that I want to do this then. Let's go to this system. It has a Stargate, which I'm very interested in exploring. And also, it has a fuel depot, just like the other one. But this one has Muteki ships, and I think that I still need to explore some of those for more information. So, let's head in. We can do a couple of ships. Okay, I was hoping that I would come in a little bit more on this side. This Stargate's really far away. Well, there's no sense in not checking the arrogant bastard. That's a pretty good name for a spaceship, I'm not gonna lie. Random unknown derelict. Nothing of interest, nothing really great expected in the hold. I actually do really like the ship schematic thing. Knowing what we're headed into before I actually get there. Nice. Okay, dude, you have to... Door D9 is being attacked? Okay. Can I... Hold on a second. I don't feel good about this at all. We got 2 scrap. Do we just leave? We found the fuel and everything. I should have closed door 8. Alright, well, we didn't have access to all of the, Yeah, we didn't have access to all of the doors. Oh, sorry. This one. Okay, good. Good. A nice clean reading. Remember, no motion sensor doesn't necessarily mean no danger, it just means no motion. Could be a thing waiting. Okay, I'm just pressing stuff on my keyboard for no reason now. Alright, let's approach this thing from this side then. Okay, asteroids real soon. We are not going to be here when the asteroids get here. But door 9's broken, right. And I can't cycle the damn airlock. Shoot, 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 shoot. There was something in room 2. It is now in room 3. I have no way of sealing off room 2, though. Or actually, it could be in room 5 as well. Maybe we should just leave. I do not have a lot of time. I can't close the door. I can't really set up a lure or anything. Not in any safe way. I could open door 6 and try to see if there's anything in there, but that sounds like really just courting danger to me. Let's just, screw it. Let's just leave. We got 3 scrap. Let's get out of here without losing anything. Okay, that was not that exciting, but 3 scrap. Ship Surveyor is going to break soon. I think Ship Surveyor's cool. I don't know that it's worth repairing. I guess the question really is, when do we scrap it? Oh, that's very interesting. That's actually useful. So the question is this thing worth repairing? Is it worth repairing if I also do this to it? Or should I just scrap it? I think it's cool, but I don't think it's that important. Oh, this is actually kind of neat, though. But look at how quickly it breaks. Missions use 3, and it's already almost... You know what? I'm just going to scrap it now. If I wait until it actually breaks, it'll be worth less scrap. Okay, so now we need to come up with a plan that gets us to this Stargate, but not right away. We can go to the fuel depot first. If we go to the fuel depot, the Stargate is 3 units away. If I find at least 1 fuel in the fuel depot, then we're cool. And also, you know, fuel depot. Jump fuel at least would be great to have. So it takes 4 to jump to there. Yeah, I think we have to do this now. And then we'll know what the status of our fuel is and what we can afford to do afterward. Let's get over there. And this will probably be the last thing we do for this video. Trying to keep these episodes short. Dormant drone found in room 2. Great. Only 1 infestation type, but of course that doesn't tell us how many different things. It's a fuel depot. We hope to find fuel. Okay, it looks like you may be getting a long episode today. Okay, so... Obviously, the thing that makes most sense, motion sensor-wise, is to employ the sensor in the room through this door over here. Okay, that's actually really cool. We have a lot of good results here. I like it a lot when we get a lot of good results. So there's a couple things we have to be aware of. Alright, this room up here is also clear. I like a lot of good results for more reasons than just that that means rooms I get to explore. But also, a lot of good results means that I have a lot of options for moving enemies around. So, I think what I want to do now is door 37, or not all, nav 1-3 to room 4. Kelly all the way up against the wall. Okay, we have another clean room over here. Great. All these really good scans. Right, another interface console. Some unfortunate blocking terrain. We're doing okay on scrap so far. So, at this juncture, I think the thing that makes sense to do the most is to open door 16. We had an inconclusive scan in this room, so we'll open this door, give it a couple of seconds, and see if the room gets attacked, or if the room gets motion. And if the room does not get motion, then I think what we'll do is let this thing move in. Okay. I'm confident that the room behind door 29 is safe. So let's get this room safe. As soon as the thing feels like moving in. It's gonna take a minute apparently. It's got a strong sentimental connection to that room. Reticent to leave. Let's try to be thorough with my scan here. Okay, we have not yet found another power inlet, which is a bummer. Okay, and so what we've determined is that room 8 is of like very little value to me. But I think room 5 is actually of some value, so let's move that thing back into room 8. Okay. I'm going to go have a look at this room over here. And I want to do it from this side, not door 29, just in case it turns out that my strategy there was insufficient. I don't want drone 2 getting in trouble. So if we're cautious, we can be safe. Alright. Well, I think we've gotten all of the good information that we're getting here. Typing. Difficult. Room. What is that? A 9? Oh, I actually didn't. There we go. Oh, silly me. I gave the navigate command to the drone that was already in the room instead of drone 3, which is the one I meant to do. So I know room 6 is clear. Because I was up in there. So navigate drone 3 to room 6, and we'll turn on the motion sensor in there and see what we can see. Also door 16. Let's put you up against a wall. Okay, again, lots of good readings. You know, a fresh sensor package is a wonderful thing. Oh, door 33 is clear. We can't actually get in there, though. Or the room beyond door 33, rather. Actually, let's open door 24, because room 12 is inconsequential. We'll wait wait a couple seconds longer than I think I need to. And then a couple seconds longer than that. I don't want to get caught because I was impatient. That would be the worst death. Okay, I feel pretty safe now. Visual sensors, just very carefully creeping through the room, looking for stuff. Okay. And we found the fuel pump, which is fantastic. Two propulsion fuel and a jump fuel. That's awesome. Okay, and also we are on the clock now. Asteroid's coming. New power source. Okay, 26. Nav 1, 2, 3, 2, room 13, is that? Actually, delay that. It's not actually enough room for all of us in here. Okay, we're on the clock, but we are still conducting a salvage operation. Shit. No good readings anywhere. And we have a definite bad reading in room 11. Oh, okay. Okay, if room 6 stays quiet for a little bit longer, I'll feel safe moving through door 14. And we can redock at airlock 7, and we can get the drone in the scrap and get the hell out of here. Okay, good enough for me. Unfortunately, we do have a bit of time pressure here. Now, let's just be cautious, ready to back out, ready to close the doors. Door 21 was already open, right? So if there was a thing... Yup. Okay, Nav 1, 2, 3, R2. A1. Shit. Shit. Door's closed. We are really on the clock here. Dock A7. Typing. In the nick of time, we are gone. Ooh, alright. Scrap collected 5, 2 propulsion fuel, 1 jump fuel. And that drone had trap and turret. Well, let's have a look at turret, shall we? I'm very excited about that. Arms or disarms a drone turret. Oh, does it mean like... Well, no, the word drone is used to mean these things. So wait, this thing has a gun? And we could, like, turn on the gun and then it... Okay, We're going to find out exactly how that works. Also, trap. I'm happy about trap. It looks like we finally have some tools for defending ourselves. Very excited. So, come back next time. We're going to try out all this armament, our veritable arsenal here, on, I don't know, man, whatever it is that we find. What do we have? 4 fuel? So, we don't have enough fuel that we can safely make a jump to something else and then to the Stargate for sure. Because everything's 2 distance. Well, actually, 2 distance. Yeah, okay. So this would be 2 distance, and then if this has at least 1 propulsion fuel, we get to go to the Stargate? No, we have to... We have to just go straight to the Stargate, right? Like, I can't... It's too tantalizing. Come back next time. We go to the Stargate, and hopefully none of us get killed by Anubis. That's what that movie was about, right? Anyway, we'll see you then.